Okay guys, here we go. This is our first replay cast of today. Thanks again to Seymour for the submission. Thank you so much, Seymour, and I hope you enjoy this cast. This cast I'll definitely be uploading it on YouTube, that's for sure. So, in case he misses it, he'll be able to watch it. Anyway guys, let's load up this game. Let's do this. I hope you guys are prepared. And remember, if you're subscribed to the channel, you get a bunch of replay packs. You get, from tournaments that I cast, you also get replay casts on stream. And access to really nice stuff. Anyway guys, here we go, spawning in the right-hand position of the map, Golden Wall. It is our dear Zerg, Seymour. And on the opposite side, we have the blue Terran, Sith the Noob, or See the Noob. And already See the Noob with kind of like cheeky intentions at this point. He's sending a lot of workers out on the map. So there's probably going to be proxying going on. I don't know why he sent them like so spaced out between each other, but he's already blocking the second base for Seymour. He's actually going to take that hatchery in the third position. Already Seymour reacting pretty well. Like he knows this is up, but he knows he needs to take that second base. So he's just probably going to look for the right time to get his econ going. Okay, so now Sith the Noob is actually dropping a second barracks in this position. Interesting play by Sith the Noob, and he's actually also building a barracks in his space. Obviously he wants to wall this off so there are no Zergling run-bys that could cause him any trouble anytime soon. So one of the barracks is already complete, but he's not queuing anything yet. Does have a bunker though, and apparently he's gonna go for Marines this time. As you can see, he's only just now completing that assimilator or extractor, or whatever that is, refinery. I don't even know anymore. Anyway, Seymour already saturating his gases, getting that spawning point. Nice tucked in position over here. Obviously he doesn't know what kinds of units are gonna come from here. He's just now gonna see it. See that it's a Marine. But Seymour playing this really patiently, actually not making any brash decisions up to this point. But I think Sith the Noob wants to shut down any possibility for Seymour to expand on his econ, like getting his econ going. Now Seymour actually has a couple of links in the map, and he's actually negating that that Marine from getting into the bunker. Now it got there. But that was some really tricky positioning from Seymour. Now we have a couple of spine crawlers going down. Just one. I would probably get a second one for sure. Oh, he's actually gonna go for a Roach Warren, which I think is pretty smart at this point. Just to counter that bio. And look at what Sith the Noob is doing. He's actually blocking every single base that Seymour has here. Which I think is the smart thing to do. Because Seymour is actually sending now these workers to try to get another expansion. And right now Seymour has a very decent bank, so as a Zerg I think he's doing pretty well, all things considered. Yeah, he just realized that he can't take those spaces. I'm interested to see what the follow-up for Sith the Noob is, though. Now there's more Marines coming. This hatchery is definitely gonna fall, that's for sure. There's some units here. We have a couple of Overlords coming. Just to add to that supply. And we do have Metabolic Boost on the way. As well as another Spine Crawler. We have Spore Crawlers as well to protect from any air shenanigans. Just now, see we're completing that second spine. I think this queen could have been a little bit more active with that creep. We could have probably had a couple of creep tumors already, like filling up this ramp. But we'll see. Right now, both of the players trying to gain as much map control as possible. So we're trying to look for more locations to place hatcheries on. At least this could actually distract Seth the Noob. This overload's gonna go down, and actually Seymour is now supply blocked, which is really unfortunate at this point. He wants to pump out those units and break out of this position. But Seth the Noob, at this point, doing a really good job. And just keeping Seymour at bay. But I don't know, I think this thing that Seymour is doing, spreading hatcheries around, I think it's smart. I think that's what probably be trying to do. Now we got a little bit more creep threat here, and the Marines are gonna come up, and they're gonna be received by these spine crawlers, which are very well positioned. He's probably gonna, yeah, there we go. He's gonna forward move those, reposition those spine crawlers. This game already looking extremely weird for both players, not just for Seymour. Once again, the Queen trying to walk down on this ramp. And now, actually, Seth the Noob is going to go for a Tech Lab starport. I don't know if he's thinking about Banshees or maybe Battlecruisers. But what will it be, though? I think Banshees would be good because they would give him better map control since they're so quick. And they just pack a punch when upgraded. But I don't know, maybe Battlecruisers could also do a lot of damage there. I have a couple of Marines working on this hatchery, but this hatchery is actually alive and well. I don't know if Seymour is thinking about using it at some point. There we go, and Seymour actually walks down the ramp, and I think he's got this. I think this is not going to hold for much longer. Because actually Seth the Noob interrupted his production here for a very long time. Which I don't think was necessary at all. There we go, that tank trying to do some damage, but it's not sieged up. So he could still die to these roaches if he's not careful. Have more Marines on the way here, trying to work on that hatchery. And that tank is actually gonna die. But wow, this is probably the most badass SCV you've ever seen. Now Seth the Noob trying to make more Marines, but these could be cleaned up very easily. He's just trickling in, which is kind of a bad idea. I think it would be better to rally behind and just wait for a decent amount of units to bunch up, but I think this is going to be easily cleaned up by Seymour at this point. So I don't know, like I'm unsure about what Seth the Noob just did or tried to do. I don't think it was the right call at this point. Like, there were like some split decisions that weren't that good, and actually leaving this hatchery alive is gonna give him a little bit of trouble because now Seymour has some speed legs out on the map, and this is gonna give him so much opportunity to just get rid of all these structures, which honestly Seth the Noob invested quite a bit on. Seymour is supply blocked, but that's not too bad. He just can throw in a couple of overlords and call it a day. So this game is at this point a little bit reset, but I don't know. I think I like Seymour's position better than whatever this was that Seth the Noob was trying to do. Ooh, there we go. We have our first BC here, but there's actually a spore crawler and a Queen to receive. There's another spore crawler on the way. I know, this is a, yeah. Sorry, I thought that was a spore crawler, but no. That's the Spire. But yeah, this BC, I don't know about this. Don't know about this. Yeah, Seymour's gonna lose that Queen, definitely. But that Spore Crawler, it's gonna have enough time to actually burrow there and do some damage on that BC. Right now, Seth the Noob doing a decent amount of damage. Oh, but the counter for Seymour looks pretty strong as well. There's more units here trying to clear out that bunker, which they'll probably do. They have enough firepower to do so. And actually, they clean all of this up in general. Seymour running around the map. I'm pretty sure he knows that he has the mobility advantage, and that's why he's just present throughout most of the game on the map. And now it's going to clean this up. Ooh, but look at that. There's a tank ready, and there's also a Widow Mine ready there. Oh, but he's not burrowing the Widow Mine. Sedanub, what are you doing? Oh no, that gets cleaned up easy. We have the battle cruiser still on the move, doing some kills. But he's leaving Seymour's economy pretty safe at this point. I think he should be attacking that. Probably trying to get rid of that hatchery, you know? And this hatchery has been just so not dying at this point. Oh, there's another link in there. Where is it? Where do we have it? Wait, where was it? Oh, okay. I think he actually teleported out. And we're gonna add a little bit more speed to this. So we have this Liberator actually working on that larva, which is, yeah, it's okay. But I don't know, I think there's other structures that are way more important than whatever this is. So now we have the Corruptors out on the map, which I think is a good call by Seymour. Let's slow down a little bit so that we can watch this. Once again, we have another battlecruiser in Seymour in space, but he has enough Corruptors to respond to this. And another BC comes down, and remember, every time CE the noob sends a battlecruiser and loses it like that, it's just so many resources thrown completely to the garbage. Finally, that hatchery is going to get cleared, but I think this BC is going to get cleared too if he's not careful. He does teleport to the other side of the map. He's actually going to be able to clean the workers out. There's a couple of queens here trying to work on these battlecruisers, but they're probably going to fall. There's just so much firepower on these things. The Corruptors are ready to bring the fire down, and actually the hatchery survives. I think it would have been a decent blow there if CE the noob would have just killed the hatchery, but he didn't. Oof. I think that decision is going to come and bite him eventually. Okay, let's slow it to normal speed. So right now, the situation that we're in is that this game is practically reset. The Zerg is going for the third base. There is another battlecruiser now on Seymour in space, but there is enough anti-air here to just destroy these battlecruisers, and I think Sith the Noob should be a little bit more patient with these, not just like blink them one by one. Yeah, because that, oh my god, that definitely hurt. There's so many minerals. Wait, how many? Yeah, I mean, you know, the amount of resources speaks for itself. So the noob does have 2 starports with the tech lab, but he does not have either a decent mining or bank to actually make more battlecruisers in maybe the critical mass you would want. And I think Seymour found an advantage of actually having these hatcheries, actually going to retake it. There's another Marine on the way, so it's definitely going to see this. We also have a couple of links moving towards the other side of the map. I think he's going to check if he has like a natural here. Not knowing, of course, that the natural is right here and it's actually a planetary fortress. But maybe he already senses that something is up. This hatchery is definitely going to complete, and Seymour has enough links to clear this Marine so that he can keep on building easy peasy. But little to no disturbance. There's more battlecruisers incoming. I wonder what CE the noob is gonna do with them. Like, I don't know. Oh, actually, Seymour canceled the hatchery there. Yeah, he just canceled it. He was like, nah, there's no use in putting in such an exposed location. See, the noob realizes it. Here we go. There's going to be Corruptors incoming. There are turrets here to defend from those Corruptors. So Seymour is going to have to be careful with these. He can't just, you know, run them in like that. He goes +1 weapons on the way for Slibanuk, which is probably trying to power up those battlecruisers as much as possible. I don't know, but the Corruptors are just so mobile at this point. There's a Spore Crawler, there's a Queen here. The Queen's gonna die for sure. Oh wow, Seymour actually saves that Queen. Noob not paying attention to that, but he is going to take this hatchery, but at the cost of a battlecruiser, which, you know, they're very similar in worth. I think the battlecruiser is even like more expensive because, you know, gas. But anyway, returning to this very chaotic game, we do have another battlecruiser here. And Seth the Noob is probably going to be able to snipe the... Oh no. No, he is not. He couldn't even take the spawning pool. Oh no, Seth the Noob. That's probably the worst exchange he's done so far. Oh no, I feel sorry for this Terran now. He's lost so many minerals at this point. Oh man, Seth the Noob. Seth the Noob's on a ticking time clock at this point. His main base is actually running out of resources. He is now getting a third, but, you know, it's like just starting. These turrets are even more ready to be a base than the base itself. We do have another teleport over here. There is no anti-air in this base, which is going to give Seth the Noob enough time to actually do a little bit of hurt. I wouldn't have wasted those Yamatos there. I think he should have saved it for when the Corruptors came in. He is probably going to take this hatchery, but I don't know. He is also probably going to lose these battlecruisers to the Corruptors, which is going to be pretty unfortunate to watch. Yeah, there goes one. Seymour actually producing more Corruptors, going for the +1 air missile. Right now, I think Seymour has done a fantastic job dealing with whatever Sith Noob has actually thrown at him. I heard another, yeah, there's the other battlecruiser. No, Seth the Noob, why are you wasting your Yamatos on this? Not on a building hatchery, come on! Here come the Corruptors, and yeah, this battlecruiser is so dead. So dead. Like, just imagine how many battlecruisers would Seth the Noob have already if he would have just waited for them to be made, as opposed to start trickling them in. Oh man. Or if he would have gone for Banshees at the beginning, oh, that would have been so much better. Once again, Seth the Noob trying to snipe these hatcheries, but the hatcheries are not the problem, Seth the Noob! They are not the problem, but he focuses on them. He kills some workers, but these battlecruisers are gonna die. And for Seymour, these trays are just so efficient. So efficient. He actually already has a hatchery on the way in this location. And he's just rebuilding this like it's nothing. And just look at how much more income Seth the Noob has and how little he's made use of it. This is definitely something worth noting. And just Seymour being extremely patient and actually not overreacting. Like he didn't just like throw a bajillion spore crawlers just because he was, you know, getting battlecruisers. No, he just was making his units, making sure he made the right units. Okay, where is this one now? I heard it come up. Okay, here we go. He's actually gonna snipe the spawning hole, but I don't know about these choices, guys. I am just not sure about these choices. This looks just so bad for Seth the Noob. Has lost so many resources at this point, almost doubling the amount of resources that Seymour has lost. Which is definitely not in a position in which you want to be as a Terran. Because it's probably being way more efficient for the Zerg. Seymour already getting to a fifth base. Getting to a very healthy econ there. And we are going to start seeing how this income is going to shift as time passes. I mean, Seth the Noob has been able to actually get his economy going with those 4 bases now. But he hasn't done much to Seymour either. Let's follow these roaches, see what happens. He's probably gonna look at this location. He has the queen there, so he knows what's up. Okay, so some workers trying to make their way to the mineral line. Okay, Seymour losing a little bit of roaches there for free. He actually notices now, but these are still in range. Okay. Now the positioning is a little bit better. This will definitely not allow Sethanu to actually mine from here. And look at that, 3 battlecruisers on the way, but they're just met with an entire flock of corruptors. And there's also support for a spore crawler for a little bit, which has enough DPS to just bring these down. And just look at how they melt away to the corruptor fire. This is just so bad for Sethanu. I just want this to end because it's just so bad. But Seymour just playing so well, so patient. Just look at that, with this very easy positioning. I would have actually, like, as Sethanu, I would have just used a battlecruiser to clear this. He would have done it instantly. We got more lings on the way for Seymour, who is actually trying now to build a better ground army at this point. We do have some ground units on the way. Still working on those missile upgrades for his air units. So far, Seymour keeping good control of the map. He probably intuitively knows that there's something going on the bottom of the map for the Terran. Oh god, oh. The sacrificing of these battlecruisers is excruciating. I can't, you know? This is just so much. Let's go a little bit faster. Let's speed up this little bit of pain. Now Seymour using all that cash he's been accumulating to actually get some spore crawlers over there, so that he actually can use his corruptors now to attack. Oh, there we go. Finally clearing that up. Doing that siege. Oh yeah, obviously Polaris' team Seymour here. So she's cheering. Okay, here we go. Another battlecruiser actually goes down for Sethanu. Oh my god, I'm just so much in pain with the amount of battlecruisers that have died in the making of this game. It's just so much. There we go, the Roach is working. Oh, look at that nice line up there. Keeping tabs of those mineral lines. Nice little snipe there. Just Seymour massing those corruptors. And Sethanu still with some opportunity to get these bases, but this door is already open, and look at the amount of banelings that Seymour is massing up over here. And here we go, guys. It's going to be probably the final engagement, and we're going to see how Seymour just rolls the acid over this guy. So let's position again. Let's slow down for this engagement. One command center is going to go down. This one is so exposed. On the other side of the map, however, we do have some battlecruisers running amok. These spore crawlers are not going to be enough to contain them. But I don't know, just Seymour has so much. And Sethanu is so exposed at this point. These bases could just fall flat to the ground like cardboard cutouts of themselves. And here's the planetary fortress, but that planetary fortress is not going to hold on with the amount of banelings that are just about to roll in. And look at that. Look at all that mass destruction here. This planetary fortress is definitely no more. We do have another planetary fortress, but just Seymour has enough lings to actually just run around, connect a couple of banelings in there, take a quick look, take some snapshots, maybe a couple of selfies for those lings, and just call it a day. And look at those corruptors just working on those battlecruisers like they are absolutely nothing. And all of this Terran is going to burn down to the ground. And now Sethanu is actually down to 2 bases, none of which, well, one of which is mining, and the other one, I don't know, is just holding on to dear life. We do have another battlecruiser over here, but there is a spore crawler. And I don't know, I don't think Seymour should care about this anymore. He just, like, you know, just bring the pain to the Terran. Now falling back a little bit. Gathering some units, because that's the final countdown. That's the final battle. This planetary fortress has to hold on for dear life. Oh god. Oh god, those roaches. Completely uncontested here. Okay, now Sethanu cleans up, and he's actually trying to shift the gears here and switching the tides for this game, but there's still too many corruptors out for Seymour, and he's just gonna go to town with these battlecruisers. Oh my god, I just want to look at the amount of resources lost here. It's 25,000 for Sethanu versus 17,000 for Seymour. So honestly, both of the players just throwing shit at each other. But I think in this case, Seymour has done a way better job. There we go. Sethanu says, man, this is a long battle. Take the win. Well played. Peace out. And Seymour takes this game.
That's my man!
In a very convincing fashion, and we're even gonna have an audience, like a rooting audience, in this VOD, brought to you by Polaris, actually.